Hello, everybody. In brightest day, in darkest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. This video is all about the weird and wonderful and embracing the differences and acceptance and different people and different cultures and different looks and shapes and sizes and and understanding that it's all awesome and wonderful. I love the variety of people and things that are in this world, and I want this video to kind of celebrate that in many respects. I even made a little bit of notes. I mean, why this video is important and why this subject is important is to embrace the weird and wonderful. I and those things are not separate. They're when you're part of my banner of weird and wonderful, it's a celebration of all that is expressive and creative and good and positive and constructive and all that wonderful stuff and I want to embrace and I just want to share that in when it comes to my musical taste, my tendencies and stuff. And I want to get into all of that. I don't want to dwell too. I don't want to make it too long. But that's why I made some notes just guide me here. So yeah, personality traits and embracing your weirdness, embrace your differences. Don't let anybody ever make you feel inferior. Like Eleanor Roosevelt had once been quoted as saying, "No one can make you feel inferior without your permission." Don't give them don't give them permission to to make you feel inferior because you are wonderful. We all, we just have to embrace it. You just have to kind of, I don't know, live life rather than shying away from it. I don't know. This is my message. I want like embracing life. Second point I want to get here is that yesterday on my video of my comfort my comfort I was saying, first of all, I was saying comfort food because I don't know why I was associating listening to music to food. Well, it's because I consider just like food nourishing, and it can fill you up and take away the tummy rumbles of emptiness. It just fills you with delight and flavors, and it's so comparable to food. And well, my but what I was going to get at, my second point here is that I said that it was that it music breaks the boredom. Truth be told, okay, I don't know why I said that because quite honestly, and it may seem like I'm rubbing it into some people who do, but I never get bored. I haven't been bored in over 20 years. Not since moving to when basically since moving to Montreal. I had never experienced boredom after that. I remember kind of what boredom feels like, and no, my because of my overactive brain of always overthinking, overanalyzing all the time, and never giving, you know, never never quieting down as much as I would like it to, you know, I don't get bored. I'm always having some interest, some focus of my attention that's captivating and engaging. So what's boredom? I always have a song in my head. I always have some like like when I think music is my last defense against boredom because I love the music that I love and that I'm so into, and I can always recite lyrics. I can always I have thousands of lyrics in my brain and melodies, and yeah, I could play whole albums in my head, and in almost, depending on the circumstances, it can be as clear as a bell, you know. Now, okay, point number three is that I don't, I can have OC tendencies, obsessive compulsive tendencies. I don't call it a disorder. I think everybody has some obsessive compulsive tendencies, and they could be a hindrance in some for some people if it's overblown. Some people can be what was his name, Howard Hughes, and Patty, Betty Page, or no, yeah, was it Betty Page or Patty's? I forget, but anyway, there's some famous people who have OCD, do have the disorder. But I do have some obsessive compulsive tendencies. Once I get into a certain pattern, I'm very difficult to get out of a certain pattern. I kind of I don't mean to, but I can get a little territorial with my space sometimes, a little bit. But I do, like yesterday, like I don't know, I was I was now also I made a point to explain the difference between complaining and explaining. Okay, I was I think I was kind of explaining, but it sounded more like complaining, and I got told off that, hey, let it go and don't complain. Okay, no, you're right. I am not, and I was like, nope. And right away I was like, okay, thank you. Well, I didn't say thank you, but I was like, okay. And then I stopped kind of ex consplaining, consplaining. Put those two words together, because yeah. So, but my tendencies, my obsessive compulsive tendencies, yeah, they can be noticeable. I like like when it comes to my work ethic, like of not dropping, like not wanting to drop my packages, or not wanting to drop my pallets, or trying, and I can't help myself. My palates are among the straight. I had been complimented at least twice by other workers in different departments that my palates are the straightest they ever see. It's always straight. They're always straight. I can't help myself. I have too much of that. Oh, the little obsessive compulsive part, the tendencies to try to make it as great as possible. I don't know. I can't stand looking at herky jerky structures. Some people, they kind of wing it a little bit more, and their structures are not as squared off, and not as are they don't look pretty. They don't look pretty. I know. As long as it gets the job done, as long as they get her done, it doesn't matter how it looks. But it's just my inner pride in me that makes me do things like that, and have certain tendencies and want and quirks in that. You know? No, part five, I'm kind of mixing all this, is I want to go back, yeah, change the subject. I want to go back into embracing the difference. So what? That I actually really do like the Green Lantern movie. I'm one of the few who don't really consider this bad at all. I actually enjoy it. I appreciate what they were trying to do, and they thought, okay, this is going to be cool for people. But people are so judgmental and picky and finicky, and they have, and their obsessive compulsive disorder is that they can't embrace the different. They can't embrace what's not like them. So anything outside their bubble, outside their world, outside their limited scope of embracing whatever may come. Again, going back into those lyrics, I'll touch upon that in a moment. But embrace, in contrary to what other people, like, be true to your likes. Don't don't say, I'm not gonna like it. Don't try to please others. You're here to please yourself. And incidentally, okay, and I will make this a big, a big addition to that thought that you is also embracing. Yeah, I just lost my train of thought. But anyways, yeah, it's about embracing the differences and opening yourself up to a wider, yeah, opening yourself up to a wider world, embracing the other possibilities. Going back, like, yeah, going back into Tool and those lyrics of just, yeah, embrace whatever may come. Embrace the random. You don't know what life is going to give you sometimes. And if you're too rigid, like I can be a little rigid and a little set in my ways. But I want to, branch out. I want to take those lyrics from my favorite band, Tool, from my favorite album of Lateralis, to, to spiral out, to keep going. The worst thing you do is to be in that eggshell and to spiral in on yourself. That's not productive. That doesn't, you got to brace everybody. Everybody, doesn't matter, you know, with all the new, different categories of people that we've suddenly, and within the last decade having to embrace. I don't have, I don't want to throw out that word tolerate, because no, it's not about tolerating these differences. No, you embrace the differences, because to say just to tolerate, by law now, and by social norms, I can't be prejudiced and racist anymore. Oh gosh, no, I have to tolerate the differences. That's wrong. That's the wrong way of thinking about it. Embrace the differences. Learn what makes people special. As long as you are not being, you're not impeding on other people's freedoms, and embrace. I keep saying the words embrace the differences, but it's also, yeah, just making sure that we live in a free country, whether Canada, United States, or anywhere, to be able to have the freedom to believe what you want to believe, to live the way you want to live, as long it is not in imposing on others in any way, shape, or form. And me doing this, why would this be imposing on, like, me making a video like this, for example? How can this be imposing on other people unless you allow yourself to be imposed by it, or offended by it, for example? you know and giving a thumbs down. Please do. If you disagree with anything I say here, give me a thumbs down, and then my my then you're kind of proving the point. But it's embracing the differences and loving everybody for who they are. No manipulation, no control, no trickery. I know this is a little. I'm being a spectacle with my awesome flash ring. I even have a flash. I wish I had more flash stuff. I meant Green Lantern. I meant to say Green Lantern. But I also have my belt buckle, which I'm not on there right now. I'm kind of in a Deadpool kick right now. That's why I love this belt buckle. Haven't decided which one I love more. But I have a couple of belt buckles. I need to find my Superman one. I have a really good Superman one. I don't know where it went. But yes, embracing the difference, and also, one last thing, but unless I think of something else, I'm not going to be perfect. If you come to my channel, expect a human being to have flaws and to make mistakes and to do some brain farts every once in a while. I mean to say one thing, okay, and then something else will come out, and then only when I rewatch the video later, because sometimes I don't really rewatch the video, I kind of post it right after I make it because I know what I said and I know that it's all good and everything. If I do catch myself swearing or anything like that, I will restart the video, of course, but but I am not gonna be perfect, and don't ever expect me to be perfect on my channel. And I don't look for perfection in other channels. And I still haven't unsubscribed to Mr. Beast yet, but I will. I will. I will. It's gonna be. It's like because, like I said, I do enjoy his videos, and but what he represents, and I kept on saying uh brain something before I wanted to say no. What was I saying? I said brain. I was saying brain food. But I wanted to say I meant to say junk food for the brain. That's the sentence I was trying to say in the last video. It's junk food for the brain. For like watching a Mr. Beast or those kind of Paul Logans or those that ditzy girl, that I talked about. That's what people are interested in. But so be it. If that is what's getting the views, that's what people are all attracted to and what they love and everything. Who are we to judge that? Even myself, I don't have any really right to judge that. I think we all should be quirky but all I'm asking for is just to look more into the human aspect of what we can be and what we can do on YouTube rather than just pandering to the lowest common denominator and selling out. Basically, in a nutshell, selling out to your true integrity and your identity of who you are. Make a true identity, a human identity, and that's what I'm going to be gravitating to. I promise you, I will. I will. I want to be able to document that me unsubscribing to Mr. Beast because it's just to make a statement. It is not, it's just to make a statement. Okay, I think I've talked long enough before we get over the 20-minute mark. I think that I said everything that I wanted to say. That, yeah, just to open yourself up to other possibilities. Be good to yourself, treat yourself with respect and consideration and dignity like you would anybody else, or should be with anybody else because it starts all within yourself. How the world treats you is how you treat yourself. Think about that one. And yeah, I try to be good to myself, and hence I try to treat the world the same way. I do love you all. I am now closing up here, and please, everybody, like always, be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side, and have a great day, evening, morning, night, and eh, wherever you may be. Have a great everything. I love you all. Again, these are brain farts right now. Love you. Take care. Bye. And it didn't stop.